Well, moving on to the big story, we're tracking a new twist to the meat ban controversy. NDTV's learned that the BJP's stand on the meat ban remains the same, that it should be an 8-day ban in the Meera-Bhayander area. Remember, the mayor has said that it's the commissioner now who's reduced it to just 2 days. The Meera-Bhayander BJP has now registered a complaint with the state government. Meanwhile, confusion over the 4-day meat ban in the rest of Mumbai, which the Shiv Sena has declared that they will not allow any such restrictions. And in the meantime, meat traders have also gone to the court petitioning against the meat ban. Well, let's go across to Srinivasan Jain now for more on this. Vasu, it's a really complex story. There's the Meera-Bhayander meat ban, there's the Mumbai meat ban as well. But in Meera-Bhayander, the BJP always wanted an 8-day ban. Over there, there's been no change of heart so far.
Yes, that's right. Yes, I think that's the important news that we first need to clarify and break first here on NDTV, that the BJP, contrary to reports that they had climbed down from their demand of 8 days to a 2-day ban in Meera-Bhayander, have actually made it clear to us that they will continue to demand for an 8-day ban. This was confirmed to us by Jain, who's the BJP mayor of Meera-Bhayander. She says that the climb down has come because of the municipal commissioner of Meera-Bhayander, who brought it down to 2 days. She says that he's done this without the authority. He is not supposed to do this, and that they have actually petitioned the state government to insist that it remains a 8-day ban. So contrary to the perception that there's been a climb down from them, there has been no such climb down at all by them. So that still very much is a demand of theirs. How it is playing out on the ground is something we'll have to see. But at the same time, my colleague Saurabh Gupta joins me here from outside the Mumbai High Court, where in fact some of the meat dealers, the mutton dealers, Saurabh, have actually gone to court against the ban. Is that here in Mumbai or in Meera-Bhayander or everywhere?
Well, this is the Bombay Mutton Dealers Association, primarily for Mumbai, but of course they carry the sentiments of mutton dealers all across the city and the state. And what they've primarily been saying is that A, an 8-day ban cannot be legally justified. B, there is no implementation of this ban. C, what they've also argued is this is in violation of a Bombay High Court order which says there must be reasonable time before implementing any ban.
What did the court say?
Well, the court, interestingly, very importantly asked, is chicken involved in all of this? And also a question as to whether it was simply the visuals of meat hanging that was the problem, or slaughter and sale that was the problem, and if there could be some kind of screening instead of the ban, saying that Bombay is a modern city and an 8-day straight ban cannot be a formula.
That's an important point. The court has said that Mumbai is a modern city and that you cannot have an 8-day ban as a formula. The court said that's an observation of the court.
That's an observation, but also the court asked the BMC to file an affidavit on what it has done so far, how it can be justified, what is the law vis-a-vis poultry, vis-a-vis fish, vis-a-vis chicken, and why this particular, focus towards mutton alone. So that is one.
What did the BMC represented by the state government's lawyers, what did they say?
Well, the BMC says that this is, of course, a government order that has been implemented in the past, that is being implemented even now, and that it is perfectly legal, but also asked for more time to actually explain the stand of the BMC on various legal issues surrounding this ban.
All right, okay, well, let's just try to explain the confusion over this, because the ban technically applies to both meat, which means beef and mutton, as well as poultry. It excludes fish and seafood for unfathomable reasons. There's politics behind that. We want to get into that right now. But because the Devnar abattoir is the main abattoir of which supplies Mumbai and this entire region, is an abattoir of meat only. That is something the government can control, and therefore that abattoir is shut, and therefore it makes it easier for them to control it. But as far as the meat shops are concerned, and this is an important point, that we have actually got a copy of the notification which has been issued by the BMC. If the camera can zoom in on this, this is in Marathi, but basically what it says is that all meat shops, not just the abattoir, even the meat shops have to be shut. Both the BMC run meat shops in the BMC markets as well as private meat shops. If any of them are open, action should be taken against them. This is on paper. But like in previous years under the Congress and the NCP, even this year, the meat shops, as we went around everywhere, continue to remain open. They claim nobody has told them that they need to be shut today. However, they are angry because they feel that earlier it used to be only 2 days, now it's 4 days. They sense politics behind it. Here is a report from a short while ago at a BMC controlled market, the Crawford market, the meat shop inside that market, which as I said is still open, and this is what the traders had to say. So we are now in Crawford Market, which is one of the BMC's controlled markets, and on the day of the beef ban, the first day, we can see that this market is also open. Now the reason for this, what we are being told here, is that because the abattoir would have supplied meat yesterday, and this is that stock which is being stocked over here. Today the abattoir is closed, and so therefore this market will be shut tomorrow, and therefore the impact of it will be felt one day later. That's something which they are very upset about, and they insist that even though the notification is clearly saying that the ban was for 4 days, even from last year, as far as they know, it has only been up to 2 days. यही मैं आपसे पूछ रहा था पहले भी कुरैशी साहब कि आप बता रहे हैं कि ये मार्केट क्योंकि आज देवनार बंद है तो ये कल से ये बंद हो जाएगा और आपका कहना है कि ये सिर्फ पहले 2 दिन के लिए होता था 4 दिन के लिए नहीं। हालांकि लास्ट ईयर का नोटिफिकेशन भी 4 दिन बता रहा है, आप हमेशा 2 ही दिन बंद करते थे।
जी हाँ, 2 दिन हमेशा रहता था, सालों से 2 दिन बंद रहता है, पर ये बीजेपी सरकार आने के बाद में नया कानून लागू किया है, 8 दिन बंद का मीरा भाईंदर में और 4 दिन बंद का मुंबई में, और ये गलत कानून है, लोगों की रोजी रोटी का सवाल है।
अभी मतलब मीरा भाईंदर में तो खैर इन्होंने 8 दिन का 2 दिन कर दिया है, उनका क्लाइम डाउन हुआ है वहाँ पे।
नहीं, रात की न्यूज में बताया कि 8 दिन, मेयर ने कह दिया कि 8 ही दिन रहेगा।
अच्छा चलिए, उसको लेके शायद कुछ आगे पीछे चल रहा है, लेकिन 2 दिन भी जो पहले बंद रहता था जी, आप कह रहे हो कि उससे ज्यादा कभी नहीं होता था?
उससे ज्यादा
नहीं होता था, और उन दिनों में भी नुकसान काफी होता था।
काफी नुकसान था उस दिनों में, और अभी कुछ ज्यादा नुकसान होने वाला है। 4-4 दिन का लोगों का एक दुकान पे 4-4 वर्कर है, तो उनकी पगार देना है, सब कुछ मसले मसाइल है। तो ये कौन देगा? गवर्नमेंट देगी, ठीक है हम बंद करते, गवर्नमेंट देती है, अगर अखराज देती है तो हम बंद करते। उसके साथ में उसको उनके बारे में सोचना भी पड़ेगा कि भाई गवर्नमेंट को भाई इनको बंद रखना है। एक दुकान बंद रहेगी तो 5 आदमी का परिवार पलता है उसमें, किस लिए बंद करेगी? अगर एक कम्युनिटी की फिक्र है तो दूसरे कम्युनिटी की भी फिक्र रखना चाहिए उसको।
यार उसका आर्टिकल पढ़ लीजिए ना, गीता जैन वहाँ की जो मेयर है वो कहाँ एग्री करते हैं वहाँ पे 2 दिन के में।
हाँ, तो ये मीरा भाईंदर की जो मेयर है ये उसको मना कर रही है।
कुछ जैन है वो, कुछ जैन है ना वो।
अच्छा चलिए, उनके बीच में अभी भी कुछ बैक एंड फोर्थ जैसे मैं कह रहा हूँ चल रहा होगा।
ये न्यूज है, लेटेस्ट न्यूज है भाई, वो मतभेद चल रहा है, मतभेद चालू है, अभी क्लियर नहीं हो सका है।
अच्छा, तो आप कह रहे हैं कि इस बार 4 दिन का अगर वो कहते हैं, आप मानेंगे 4 दिन?
नहीं, सवाल ही मानने का सवाल ही नहीं। उनके जैन समाज के सम्मान में 1 दिन ज्यादा से ज्यादा बंद कर देंगे। भाई हमारी भी तो ईद में 1 दिन बंद रहता है, दिवाली में 1 दिन बंद रहता है।
तो आप कह रहे हैं कि 4 दिन आप नहीं मानेंगे, लेकिन अगर देवनार 4 दिन बंद हो गया तो फिर आप कैसे मैनेज करेंगे?
जैसे आपके जरिए से उनको बताने की कोशिश करेंगे, मानते तो ठीक है, बोला तो हमारे यहाँ इधर हिंदुस्तान में औकात ही क्या रखे उन्होंने, बैल बंद कर डाले, क्या औकात है क्या हमारी? उन्होंने, हम टैक्स देते हिंदुस्तान में, हिंदुस्तान के रहवासी है।
Okay, so as we can see here that there's a fair amount of anger. They're saying that earlier it used to be 2 days, that's it, and 4 days is unacceptable to them. Even though the abattoir may be shut for 4 days, they say that they will try to ensure that doesn't happen. So clearly, despite the fact that the ban may not be operating in the way that many may think, in some very, very strong way, it is creating a fair amount of anger and resentment here. Srinivasan Jain here at the Crawford Market meat area in Mumbai for NDTV.